Hey guys, today we're going to be going over the Rogue and Wolverine figures from Marvel Legends on the MEN'97 wave. Now, they reissued Rogue and Wolverine because they were very popular with fans and collectors. So much so that Rogue was going for about $70 at one point, and I think before the reissue was released, before she became available in stores, I think the latest high price was like around $67, and that was not with free shipping. So Wolverine was probably going for about $45 or probably about $50, $60 himself. Now around at $43 to $38. I mean, because he's available in the store. It just so happens that I was in Target tonight and I wasn't really going for action figures, but I actually had to go to the store for something else. And while I was there, I was like, well, I might as well go ahead and cruise through the toy aisles and see what's going on, see what they got. If anything, just hanging on the shelf. When I got the notification that the store I was in actually had these figures in stock. Well, going down the aisle, I didn't see them. So, of course, next best thing to do is grab one of the associates and go, hey, man, this figure right here says you have it in stock. But, sometimes, the system updates late. Somebody could have bought it and it could have been gone. But the guy checked it out for me. And so he was like, oh, I know where it is. It's in the back. It's like, all right, cool. No problem. Lo and behold, I go in for one thing, come out with something else. I got what I needed to get. I did get what I needed to get out of Target, but I also came out with these two figures as well. So I want to know what the hype is about, because I really wasn't too hyped up about getting them when they were first released. I mean, I like the show. MEN'97 was an incredible show. I will say that. It was action-packed and the story was pretty good. But it didn't make me want to get out and go and buy the figures. It really didn't. And there's some reasons why I'm like, you know what? I don't think these figures live up to the hype. I don't think so. So first of all, let's go with Rogue. Now I'm gonna just be honest with you. This Rogue, I'm not taking her out of the box, plastic or whatever. She's gonna stay exactly where she is, and she's gonna be for resale. And that's because simply, if you can see, I don't know what Hasbro was thinking, but I thought we'd done away with the single jointed elbows, right? Now they did give her the pinless double jointed knees. Couldn't get that out. And she has a nice face sculpt, and the head, as far as the hair goes, spot on. But the body buck, I didn't pay attention to that either. I didn't pay attention to this body, especially now that we're getting that Psylocke that's coming out on that Black Widow body. And I'm like, you guys had a chance to bring this out, on the first release, but instead, to me, it seems like Hasbro Marvel Legends took the cheap route and just gave you an existing body book that they had and was just riding on the hype of the show itself. It was like, these guys are going to go out because it's been a while since they had a Rogue. I mean, I just looked at it and was like, in pure disappointment that at this time we still rocking with single jointed elbows. Now, anybody who knows me, you already know that is a pet peeve of mine, something that I wish that the toy companies would just do away with, but apparently they won't. Star Wars The Black Series, Nick. But I mean, for me, it's just not something I like. I prefer the double jointed elbows and knees, and preferably this body buck just doesn't do it for me. And the reason being is because it's really not anything new or too different from what they gave us with another Rogue years ago. Now that new Savage Rogue, that's completely different. Hopefully that 3-pack isn't locked behind just, being at the San Diego Comic-Con. But let me show you what I mean. Because here we have an older Rogue. I had to pull her down off the shelf. Now her colors may be different. She's has more of a mustard yellow, or, I don't know if this is just an old faded yellow or whatever, but gold, whatever you want to call it. No, it's not gold, but I mean, the hair I can say the hair, yeah, it's not as spot on as the X-Men 97, but that's not something that would sway me to go and buy a figure just solely because the hair color is different, right? I want to know what features on the figure itself is going to be so amazing it's going to cause me to buy another figure of the same character I already have. And this Rogue was amazing at the time that she came out. And now we have this X-Men 97 Rogue, which to me, she's not too different from what we already have. We still have the thigh cut. Now she has double jointed knees as well, although she has pins that you can see and she's not pinless. And she also has the single jointed elbows. So at the time when I got her, I'm like, all right, cool. But over time, my tolerance for single jointed elbows and knees had just, hit its peak. And I was like, you know what? I don't like this. It doesn't give you that full articulation. And as you can see, I mean, there's not too much difference in this figure. It is really not that much. As far as the body, I like that ab cut that they did with the new female bodies. And it's like, why are you guys still doing the same body that you had years ago? It's something that the fans have constantly asked for in a change. Like, hey guys, change that, give it a better ab crunch, give these female figures a better articulating body book. And instead, Hasbro's like, no, let's save on the money. Now, as you can see, her articulation, this older Rogue that is bending down, she can't bend too far down, but she can bend back a bit. There has been some modifications that have been put on YouTube and shorts that you can basically just heat this up, pull off the top, grind it down a little bit, and it'll extend the range as far as the ab crunch. Well, you get from this top body. But in all, we're really looking for that ab cut to give her a proper crunch. So for me, when I saw this and I saw the single jointed elbows and I saw the same body, I was immediately like, no, this ain't it. This ain't it, Hasbro. This is not it. Now, I know there's some super ultra uber fans of Marvel Legends, and you guys will buy whatever Hasbro brings to the table. I mean, a lot of these guys will buy fart water if Hasbro sticks a price tag on it and says it's a must have. You know it to be true, they'll do it. But like I said, this figure is going to stay in the box, and I'm not going to collect this. This is going to be something that I resell simply because it just doesn't stand up to meet my standards of what an action figure should be. I'm spoiled. Hey, don't bring out new technology, not even new technology, but don't bring out new designs that I'm gonna like if you're gonna go and revert back to the old stuff. So don't spoil me and then take it away. That's just not how this works. If you want my money, which they already got with this one, solely because I wanted to do this review, but if you want my money on other figures in the future, you gotta give it everything you got, because we have other companies, not to mention we got knockoff companies putting some good figures out there. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, hey, competition is heating up. So come correct or don't come at all is what I say. It's like, but I guess there's a lot of fan, wants that a lot of fans that actually want this figure so much so that they were like, hey man, we sold out the first time, let's sell out again. And I honestly don't think this figure is living up to the hype. So yeah, she's going on eBay. Now let's put Rogue to the side, and you, my dear, can go back on the shelf. You are not getting replaced, not until that Mafex version comes out. Good old Mr. Wolverine. One of the staples of Hasbro Marvel Legends, one of the most beloved characters besides Captain America and Spider-Man, wouldn't you say? Now, this is the Black Tiger Stripe Wolverine, and from what I can say right now is that this body, the body they gave this Wolverine, matter of fact, let's pull him out of the box. We're going to pull him out because we're going to actually keep him. Here we have Mr. James Logan. And from what I can say, I mean, he looks nice. But does he, and nice butterfly joints, Marvel Legends, let's get one thing straight. If you're gonna start putting butterfly joints on these figures, stop picking and choosing which ones you do it to, because that's just lazy. That's lazy and it's cheap. I mean, I know your CEO of Hasbro said that Hasbro has been practicing cost cutting for years, even before the tariffs had came in. So they've been looking at ways of how to save on production of these figures, but at the same time, it's like, look, man, you making these figures, make these characters stand out. Got a little hump right there. I'm gonna tell you, I'm not a big fan of this ab twist and then the crunch, because they've given us better. They've given us a lot better. Matter of fact, let's compare him. I know this is not fair. It's not fair, but hey, here we go. Mezco. Let's look at this Mezco. Black Tiger Stripe. Now this guy, when he came out, I was like, I'm all in. I put the chips all in and I ordered mine. I don't know what you did, but I ordered mine, okay? And it's Mezco, so yeah, it's gonna look better. I mean, it's a premium figure. And for those, it's like, oh, well, it's not that much better. Yeah, look, it's better, okay? The only thing I can say about the Mezco version is the material, is that you definitely want to have clean hands every time you handle this material, because the material, dust, dirt, and everything else is gonna rub off on it. And so over time, it starts looking dusty, dirty, down in the dumps. You know what I'm saying? Might need a cycle in the wash. But for the most part, this Wolverine right here, this is my guy. This is my guy right here. So we're gonna pull him back for a minute, because we also have the astonishing Wolverine that came out not too long ago, and I think a lot of fans and collectors jumped on the chance to pick this guy up. I think a lot of fans jumped up to pick him up. Mezco, what are you doing? You're messing up, man. You're messing up back there. Sit still. So yeah, now we have the astonishing Wolverine, and he definitely has that other different body articulation, whereas he has that peg in the middle. So, and he also has the foldable, collapsible abs, so now he can twist over, but he can also lean down, which gives him a better range of articulation, if you ask me. Still has the thigh cut. I mean, that's a staple. No problem with that. Now, yeah, he has the shorter, I don't know what you would call that. I don't want to call it a bang, but he has the shorter cowl on this figure than he does on the X-Men 97. Of course, this sticks out, they say if you split Wolverine's mask down the middle and push it together, it looks like Batman kissing. Once you see it, you can't unsee it, trust me. Now, these are two different versions of Wolverine. I will say this is Marvel Legends and Marvel Legends. Anybody knows. But why couldn't they give him that peg in the ab and the crunch as well? Why did we go with just the older version of just the ab crunch down and the waist twist? I mean, it cuts the figure, it just cuts, and it's fine. It's fine. I'm not a stickler for, a ultra stickler for it, but I prefer, if you're gonna spoil me, continue to spoil me. That's what I say. And we have Mr. Hot Claws himself, who definitely, I got this guy in Burlington. This guy was in Burlington for like $9.99. So is a $9.99 Hot Claws Wolverine a better version than the X-Men 97? To be honest, other than not being pinless, I mean, because you can see the pins. Other than that, when it comes to this body articulation, I don't know. He's the same way. I don't know. He's about the same. I mean, he looks good. Hot Claws Wolverine definitely looks good. But he came out years ago. This is an older figure. So for them to bring out and release a newer Wolverine, yes, I know he's more of a blue stripe, tiger stripe, and this is black tiger stripe. But why can't we get new articulation with this? You know what I'm saying? Hey, I've already said competition is getting stiff. 1 second. Hold on for a minute. Like I said, competition gets real stiff, especially when you got CT Toys pumping out a $20 Wolverine that looks like a Mafex, acts like a Mafex, but isn't a Mafex. So which are you more inclined to pick? A $24.99 Wolverine with old body articulation, or are you more likely to pick a $20 CT Toys Wolverine that has all the articulation of a Mafex? Hey, Wolverine. You take your pick, but I'm just going to be honest with you. This figure does not live up to the hype either. Not with all these other examples we got out here. Of course, yes, Mezco is going to be your higher price. But if you want a premium figure that comes with a ton of accessories, with a Sentinel, a glowing destroyed Sentinel bust, I mean, why not? It makes great toy photography as an accessory. And like I said, we've moved on from old body articulation. Oh, wait, right here. To a more newer body articulation. It just boggles my mind that the Marvel Legends team in Hasbro, I don't know who's making these decisions, but was like, no, don't do this. Even though people love this, give them that because that was on that, and you know it saves us money. If you're gonna spoil me, continue to spoil me. I mean, with that, I don't know what else to say other than all hype. And I like I said, it's just riding on hype on the show itself. But the figures, they don't, to me, it's not something I would have jumped up and down for, you know, oh, I just got to get it. Oh, I just have to have it. You know, it's like, no, there are too many other options out there. If you want Wolverine and you want an old body articulation, hey, nothing wrong with picking this guy and repainting him. Half of the fun is actually, you know, modifying your figure sometime to the way you like it. You can do a repaint, it's no problem. There's lots of tutorials online. But I don't get the hype with this guy. I really don't. And I don't get the hype with that Rogue either. No, it just doesn't do it for me. With that, this is Figures of Action Reviews. Hey, you guys let me know what you think in the comments. Have fun collecting, buy what you like. Peace.